What if I told you your lack of productivity is not a discipline problem, not a motivation problem either, but a dopamine problem? Think about it. You wake up with plans, big ones. You tell yourself, today is the day I change everything. But then your phone lights up. One scroll turns into 20 minutes. One break turns into 2 hours. And suddenly the day is gone. No progress, no momentum, just guilt sitting quietly in the background. Now here's the uncomfortable question. How many days like this have you already lived? Because the truth is brutal. You're not lazy. You are neurologically optimized for distraction. And unless you understand the system running your brain, you'll keep losing to it. But here's the thing. There is a way to reset your internal engine in just 5 minutes a day. And if you stick with it for 30 days, you don't just get more productive. You become dangerous to your old limits. Now let's break this down using the 4-part engine of success. Dopamine, productivity, financial output, motivation. These 4 systems are not separate. They're a loop, a feedback engine. Start with dopamine. Dopamine is not pleasure. It's anticipation. It's the chemical that says, do that again. But modern life hijacks it. Social media, notifications, instant entertainment. They flood your brain with cheap dopamine hits. So your baseline resets. Suddenly, real work feels boring. Now, enter productivity. Productivity is not time management. It's attention control under cognitive friction. But when dopamine is miscalibrated, friction feels unbearable. So you delay, you avoid, you escape. Now here's where it gets serious. Less productivity means lower financial output, because value in the real world is created through sustained attention, not bursts of motivation. Finally, motivation. Motivation is not the starting point. It's the output signal of progress. No progress, no motivation, and the cycle collapses. But here's the escape route. You don't fix the whole system at once. You reset the loop daily with a 5-minute ritual that rebuilds your brain's reward calibration. Let's get into science mode. Your brain evolved for survival, not success. It prioritizes energy conservation above achievement. This is controlled by something called cognitive friction. Every task has a mental cost. If the cost feels too high, your brain rejects it. Not because you're weak, because your brain is efficient. Now layer in dopamine dysregulation. Every time you consume instant rewards, scrolling, gaming, junk content, you spike dopamine artificially. Then you crash. And during the crash, normal tasks feel unrewarding. Even simple things like reading, planning, or starting work feel heavy. This is why you know what to do, but don't do it. Now let's add another layer. The prefrontal cortex. This is your decision-making center, but it gets weakened under fatigue, stress, and overstimulation. So when you're tired, your brain literally loses executive control. That's when habits take over, not your intentions. And here's the final mechanism: flow state. Flow is when challenge matches skill. But modern distractions destroy entry into flow because they fragment attention. Every notification resets your focus timer, so you never stay long enough to enter deep performance mode. Think about it. You are not failing because you lack ability. You are failing because your reward system is misaligned. But here's the good news. Neuroplasticity means your brain can rewire. And the fastest way to rewire it is repetition of a structured micro-ritual. That's where the 5-minute routine comes in. Let's make this real. Scenario 1, the career. You sit at your desk. You have work to do, reports, emails, projects, but your brain resists. So you warm up with distractions. Before you know it, hours are gone. Now apply the 5-minute reset. You sit down. You do the ritual. Your brain shifts from chaos structure. Suddenly, the first task feels lighter. Not easy, just lighter, because you reduced cognitive friction before starting. Result? You actually begin instead of avoiding. Scenario 2, the personal goal. Maybe it's fitness, or learning a skill, or building a side project. You keep starting and stopping. Why? Because motivation is inconsistent. But motivation was never the fuel. Progress is. With a 5-minute routine, you created daily proof of action. Even small wins trigger dopamine reinforcement loops. So instead of waiting for motivation, you generate it. Scenario 3, the financial struggle. Money problems rarely come from lack of opportunity. They come from lack of execution consistency. You know what to do. Apply, build, sell, learn. But scattered attention kills follow through. When your brain is overstimulated, it avoids long-term reward for short-term relief. This is the hidden cost of poor dopamine control. But when you stabilize your system daily, you shift from reactive behavior to strategic action. And that shift directly impacts income. Because consistency compounds. Always. Now let's build the system. This is your 5-minute productivity reset ritual. No fluff, no complexity, just neuroalignment. Step 1. Neurological reset, 60 seconds. Sit still. No phone, no input. Just breathe slowly. Inhale for 4 seconds. Exhale for 6. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system. It lowers stress and resets attention baseline stability. You are telling your brain, we are not in chaos anymore. Step 2, dopamine calibration. Do this within 60 seconds. Ask one question. What am I chasing today that actually matters? Not 10 goals. 1. Because scattered dopamine equals scattered effort. You are recentering reward targeting systems. You're training your brain to value depth over noise. Step 3. Cognitive friction removal. Do this within 60 seconds. Write the first physical action of your task, not work on project. Instead, open document and write first sentence. This bypasses mental resistance because your brain cannot reject what feels small. You reduce activation energy. You trigger movement. Step 4, momentum trigger. Start the task immediately. Just 90 seconds. That's it. This is critical because action creates dopamine feedback loops. Not thinking, not planning, action. Even imperfect action creates neural momentum. Step 5, identity lock-in. Just 60 seconds. Say this internally. I'm the type of person who follows through. This activates self-perception reinforcement. Your brain begins aligning behavior with identity, not goals. Identity. And identity is stronger than motivation. Always.